Mm. Welcome. Welcome to Saturday night. With the bearded Welshman. Uh, Steph and Skip, I want to apologize that I could not make your Saturday live today. We had a challenge, so hopefully we have a rain check. Um, you guys know what I put on there. My oldest son was hurt pretty bad in an accident. Won't go into any other detail with it. But been a long day. Not the kind of day I wanted to spend. So, but the day's all but over. So I've had dinner, smoking a pipe. I'm smoking my BP Jum, and in it, I had some Balkan Supreme that really dried out. And I don't like really dry tobacco. So I threw an apple slice in, moistened it up. It turned out really good. And then I let it. I don't like to light my tobacco moist. Okay. We may get interrupted because I am waiting on a phone call from Cane Rod. I'm waiting on a phone call from Cane Rod Piper. So we may get interrupted, and if we do, we do. And then I'll just come back from Mike. So, one of my favorites, Balkan Supreme. Old trick, old school, I guess. I tried terracotta stones. Nah, it don't work. Took a slice of apple. My brother said, "Come on." Threw a slice of apple in the jar, moistened it right up, took it out. It's the perfect. I don't like to light too dry, and I don't like it too moist. So it's perfect. And I'm smoking into my BP Jum, one of my favorites, filterless. Earlier today, I smoked it in a filtered pipe when I was out and about, and I was on the phone with Old Dirty Piper. Old Dirty Piper is back. And my coffee. Black, of course. So I put a link in my last video for a wonderful review and just a great video from Johnny from Old Dirty. The tobacco that he did a review of tobacco that was given to me by Midwest pipe smoker Jim. And I thought I was tasting things a certain way. So I asked Old Dirty, who is very good at picking things out. He's part of the Briar Blues blind taste test. I said, please, would you do this? And I said, I'll send it to you only if you do a video or review. Man, did he do a great video. The genie was there. I'm not going to tell you about it if you haven't watched it. Watch Old Dirty's latest. He got a beautiful birthday gift from his girlfriend. You are going to be jealous when you see it. he was just a great review. And it turns out that Johnny and I have some agreements on the Shalani that I had. Now, I'm going to sell her that. And I'm sure that John's going to do the same thing. I'm going to sell her it. And then I'm going to revisit it in a couple of months and see if aging helps, or in a year. In a year, maybe. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I have so much in my cellar that it's hard to, But I missed the Balkan Supreme, so I let that apple in there for a couple days, and it just really, I'm just so happy. It turned out so great. And I remember chewing, when I chewed tobacco, it was an apple flavored tobacco, and it was really good. But I'm so pleased with it. So I'm glad you're here on Saturday night with the Bearded Welshman in the Bearded Welshman's Pipe Parlor. And you can see my cups available. My BRTV cup. Thank you, Phil. I can hear my dog barking. The wife's playing with him. Got the General drinking his coffee. Somebody asked me about that. I had a Confederate general, and he got broken. Now, I bought that at Gettysburg. I love Civil War history. I'll make a trip to Gettysburg, and I'll get another one. Just this is the way it works. And it's kind of Civil War. I mean, it's just war between the states, because there's nothing civil about war. It's ugly. It's no good. But I had a great time when I bought that, and I'll go back and I'll buy another one. I don't remember the shop I got it in. There's so many shops in Gettysburg. If you get to Pennsylvania, one of the towns you must go to is Gettysburg. The Blue Gray Hotel and the restaurant's a good place to eat. The Lincoln Hotel's a nice place to stay. Expensive, but it's a nice place to stay. It's 5-star. It's a 5-star hotel. But just the sacred hallowed grounds where so many men from the North and the South gave their lives. So now you know I'm a big Civil War guy. I love the Civil War history. I love American history. The colonial history I like with the English. English during the colonial times and the French. Learned about Lafayette, who helped us out during the Revolutionary War. Lafayette's a hero in France. I learned that at the Pennsylvania Military Museum about that. But I knew that he was a big, part of the civil. I mean, not the Civil War. Excuse me. The Revolutionary War. I think that's why they named Lafayette, Louisiana after him. But just a great. I love Revolutionary up to Civil War, those time periods, that time period. America was young, was growing. We were fighting to be an independent country. At the same time, growing as a country. That's just interesting. So tonight I smoked my Balkan Supreme. In honor of my friend who introduced it to me, Old Dirty Piper. And I smoked my BP Jum, the only one I have, in honor of my friend Tom, NW Pipe Smoker, who turned me on to these pipes with his videos. I have one, I don't have it out here. I have one custom built. I have one BP Jum. I love the pipes. They're non-filtered. If they were filtered, I'd be smoking them all the time. Because I just prefer filter. And I just enjoy all kinds of different tobaccos in them. The one thing I do notice about Balkan Supreme is that it smokes fast, but I don't sip as much. I love the taste of it, so I'm really getting it good, you know. And it's just what I do. It's just how I smoke it. You smoke your pipe the way you smoke your pipe. And it's just the way I do. So Saturday morning started out not so good. My son is okay. He will be fine. He will heal. It will take some time. He's my oldest boy. And him and I had a talk. Just him and I in a room. And we had a serious talk. I talked to him about how it hurt for me as a father to see him. But he's a tough kid. He's a tough kid. 26 years old. He's like his old man. He's the one that went to the Pennsylvania Military Museum. He invited me. And when you're a parent, you don't want to see your children hurt. I will tell you, he came this close to death. Possible paralysis for life. And as a father, that's hard. It's hard to... Sorry, I don't mean to get emotional, but it was hard to watch. As an EMT, you see a lot of that, and I did see a lot of that. And I don't have nightmares. I don't have flashbacks. I'm going to share something with you. And those of you that are first responders understand. I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. It is not just military veterans who suffer from it. It's emergency personnel, first responders, can also suffer from it. There needs to be more done for the first responders. And when I saw they took pictures, the friends that were with them took pictures of the scene, and in one shot, my son was laying there. They didn't realize they got him in the picture. because they wanted to document what happened. And I'm glad they did, because there was negligence. And seeing him laying there was hard to see. And if you have children, you understand. So I could have lost my son today. Thank God I did. Thank you, Lord. And that triggered my PTSD. And it was embarrassing, because I sat in a restaurant and cried. And that was what was embarrassing. As men, we're proud. We're strong. We're not weak. And I don't think I'm weak. But I know what there's two results that should have happened. I've been on enough of those calls from what happened to him, and I'm not going to go into detail what exactly happened. But there's two results that I've normally that are what usually happens: death or paralysis. My son is alive, and he will not be paralyzed. He will heal. And he did nothing wrong. It was just a freak accident. Well, thank you all. Listen, I know some of you have watched Old Dirty Piper before. Some of you have disagreed with him. I think you ought to give Johnny another chance. I'll talk to you soon. God bless. Stay safe. Like a mom.